Hey there, PhilChill here, and welcome to another Stardew video. Today I will cover 20 mistakes that most of the players do in their first year. I'm making this as a guide for new players so they don't do the same mistakes that I did while playing the game. So without further ado, let's begin. When you start your farm, you're greeted by an overgrown mess of trees, woods, weeds and everything. Before you start clearing, try to save the trees as much as you can. Don't go crazy with chopping, as you need a couple of trees just to make a chest and also get your foraging level up to 1. You will need this because at foraging level 1 you will get the recipe for the energy bar, and also every tree that you chop down will have a chance to drop seeds. Before foraging level 1, the trees that you chop down don't drop seeds. This is really crucial as you will get a lot of extra energy with those seeds. Another crucial thing concerning wood is when you're chopping down the trees, don't try to remove the stumps. They give you less lumber per labor, and also the experience that they give you is low. Another good thing that those stumps provide is when you leave a stump alone, it will spread tree seeds all around it, so you will get access to more wood in the future. So the stumps can be quite useful and you should make the best of it. Another mistake that most players do is that they don't keep and store some of the things that they produce or forage around the map. There are a lot of times that the NPCs will ask for some kinds of items like that, or you will need it for the community bundle. Always try to at least have one chest with at least around 5 stacks of every item. That way, if you get a request from the villagers, you can complete it with no effort at all. Another thing that you should know is when you get the animal quest, don't build the chicken coop instantly. First, focus on building the silo, as it will help you a lot with your animals. The silo allows you to cut grass on your farm and make it into hay. Before you build the silo, however, every grass that you cut on your farm won't turn into hay, so keep that in mind. This will save you a lot of gold because you will get free food without needing to purchase from Arnie. Also, try not to stay up after 12 PM. Every time that you stay after 12 PM, the following day you'll get a decreased energy bar since you stayed up late. Also, if you stay after 2 AM, you can pass out even if you're in your house or farm. You should always follow the time and try to be in bed before 12 PM, as you need all of the energy you can get for the following day. Don't forget to do the community center bundles. The community center unlocks for every new player on the 5th in spring. The rewards that you get from the community center help you a lot in your playthroughs, and it's needed to progress further out in the game. You need to be careful though. Some of the bundles require items that you can get in certain seasons, so be sure to check which items you need and stock up on every item before the season ends. You should at least have some of those in stock, so for future bundles you can use those items and you don't need to wait a whole season to get it. Getting the community center done as fast as you can will help you a lot in the game and will open up a lot of new things in the future. Don't have your tools selected when you're walking around the town while on low energy. You're gonna activate your tool and waste precious energy, or if you're low on energy you can even pass out. Keep your sight or weapon selected or an empty slot in your bag. That way, when you're walking around town, you can't use energy because the sight and weapon don't use energy when you use them. This will save you a lot of energy in the long run, since even I have used a lot of energy by accident like that. When you go exploring in the mines for the first time, remember to leave all of the valuable items that you have in your house chest. Doing this can prevent losing those items in the mines if you die to an enemy or pass out of exhaustion. It has happened to me as well, a few times, to pass out in the mines due to fighting enemies, and I lost some pretty valuable items. To do this, you can craft a chest and leave it at the entrance of the mines, and when you go in, you can leave all of the valuable items in that chest, so when you go out of the mines, you can pick them up and go to the house. While playing, you have a chance of finding artifacts and minerals that are spread around the world of Stardew Valley. You can find these from breaking geodes or from artifact spots that are all around the ground in the world. But many players do a mistake and instantly sell these thinking that they're valuable. If you by any chance get a dino egg or the ancient seed or any other mineral that you find for the first time, go and donate it to the museum and you'll get some pretty decent rewards. The dino egg is worth to incubate first and then donate it, but for the ancient seed, the first thing you need to do with it is donating to the museum so you get the ancient seeds that you can plant on your farm. Just don't put the museum on hold and try to complete it as fast as you can because you need it for the 100% completion. When you visit Pierre's for the first time, don't focus on the cheap seeds that you can buy from him. Get the more expensive ones as they will yield more profit in the long run. A lot of the newer players go for quantity over quality, and that's the problem since some of the more expensive ones can have a double yield as the potato and the beans which keep on producing. And also, don't focus only growing one crop and try to have a variety of crops growing on the farm, since you need them for various things like quests or the community bundles. When you first start the farm, new players don't know that they can get free seeds from cutting all of the weeds on the farm and all around the world of Stardew Valley, like the Cindersap Forest or Pelican Town. Sighting this doesn't require energy, so basically you just need to plant them and water them. From the mixed seeds you can grow a variety of plants that are quite expensive or some that are quite cheap, but still they're free to get and that's free profit for you. Something really important that a lot of players made a mistake with is choosing the cave. You can choose from a bat cave and a mushroom cave. You should always go for the mushroom cave because you'll get a lot of different types of mushroom. For the fruit cave, I wouldn't recommend it since you get only some kinds of fruits which are not that expensive to sell. For the mushrooms, however, you have quite a lot of uses for them, with crafting for the community bundles and also selling them for high prices. I may have made a mistake, but you don't have to. You should always keep track of the days you plant the crops at because you need a certain amount of days for the crop to mature. You can make the mistake of going to Pierre's, buying a ton of seeds and planting them, only to discover that the season ends in 3 days and you need 11 days for the crop to mature. This mistake can be really costly, so always keep an eye on the calendar to see which day it is and how long you have till the end of the season. Don't forget to always check the wanted help request board as there are a lot of requests that the villager put out for you to complete. You need to complete these requests as a lot of the rewards include friendship points that will mean a lot in the long run. The requests give you gold that you can use on your farm and are usually completable in the first year as most of the things wanted are forageable and easy to get. Don't buy speed grow or fertilizer from Pierre as you will be only losing money. Try to craft your own fertilizer after you unlock the recipe because you only need sap that you acquired from the trees that you chop down on your farm. Using your own made fertilizer can bring you lots of profit, but using fertilizer that you have bought by Pierre will only lose you money. The first year can be a challenge to most new players as this is the first time they are getting into the world of Stardew Valley. But after passing the first year, I think they will get the hang of it and they will improve faster. If you would like to see more videos like this, consider subscribing to the channel as it would mean a lot for me. Well, that's it from me. I hope you have a great day and I will see you in the next one. Till then, stay safe.